the show, here's a piece of advice.
Who called this number?
Don't be an ignoramus.
Yeah.
1-888-69-BUBBA.
There's counseling, hospitalization.
My foot kicking your ass.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show on Howard 101.
Call received 12:26 p.m.
Hi, this is Jan D'Antuono from WKPE. You called and left a message that you'd like to have your program on our radio station. I would prefer that you didn't call again. I think it's the most disgusting thing in radio, and it's an embarrassment to our industry. So don't need to hear from you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.
This guy wants to ask me about what my comments were with regards to Howard telling Gary to pack shit up.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Jeremy, how are you?
I'm great. Visiting here in Orlando and usually from Tennessee. But I just wanted to say, I don't know if you guys heard yesterday, but Howard, at the very end of the show, Howard told Baba Booey to get the boxes ready, that it's time to move on.
Yeah, Brent had told me about that, and you probably want my spin on it, right?
I'm just curious because I have my theories on it. I think maybe you and Howard might be working together here in the future on a little something, but...
I think that could possibly happen, but I think it's a grave mistake. Hey, regardless of what I do, and regardless of whether we continue with this company or not, that's very irrelevant compared to what Howard means to this company, and I just cannot fathom SiriusXM without Howard Stern. I can't. I mean, I can see myself not being there, but I cannot. I can't fathom it.
I agree. In fact, I just saw a TV commercial just the other day, and it was talking about, hey, we have Howard Stern, and why would you not want to sign up, and yippee-yo. I'm thinking to myself, boy, that commercial soon is going to be outdated. It's funny. I almost think that who's going to replace them? And Sirius, I don't understand. I really don't. I'm a huge subscriber to Sirius. Got Sirius because of Howard. Listen to you guys all the time. What are they going to do if Howard does not resign? And quite honestly, I don't think the company is going to go anywhere but down.
Now, we've seen this mentality before.
I think Brent makes an interesting point. Brent, go ahead. I mean, I think they should probably look at the CBS template.
Yeah, a couple of things. One, we've seen this mentality before. Once with CBS, they let Howard go, and look at every station that Howard was on and where it is now compared to where it was when he was there. Then number two, look at Clear Channel. And I'm not saying anything bad about Clear Channel. I understand that they did what they did and why they had to do it, but they got rid of Bubba on 8 radio stations, and every one of those 8 radio stations has never been the same. And and so when you look at history, if history is the best predictor of the future,
right, then
the right decision would be you've got to keep the best talent. The reason that the Yankees win every year is they've got the best talent on their team.
Well, I've seen people, mail in those things saying, well, we'll use the $100 million to go out and find other talent. I hate to be a dick, but there is none. I mean, they've tried. CBS tried it. There is none. If there was, that person would have already been discovered. There's, Spice, radio as well as the next guy. There is nobody.
No, there's no farm system left to even groom anybody.
Oh, that's even worse. The farm system's even worse.
Yeah, the farm system's podcasting now, and listen to some of those things. It's horrible. Awful.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And as a listener, I travel a lot, doing a lot of driving. I don't drive a truck, but I definitely drive all over. And I listen. I rely on talk radio, good talk radio. And, hey, look, if I have to go online, download something, or listen on my cell phone, I'm going to do that because at the end of the day, good radio is good radio. I think you said it best. I mean, who are they going to bring on? They're going to pay a lot of money and bring, Paul and young Ron on? Please.
Well,
who's going to listen to that?
And I even hate to be a dick, which means I'm going to be a dick, but even in the Sirius XM world, tell me of any more than 6 shows that really are good.
Right.
I mean, by talk show standards, not Jamie, some fuckhead who did movies, who's got a name like Oprah and Martha Stewart and Jamie Foxx.
And you can't count.
But tell me of 5 total fucking shows that are true radio professionals that keep you riveted as a radio guy.
Like, you can't count Glenn Beck and Hannity because they're running their show that's syndicated, right, that you can get
for
free.
You can get that anywhere.
Yeah, you can get that for free.
Anywhere.
It's like firing the New York Yankees and replacing them with a AAA team and expecting attendance to be the same.
Right.
And it's not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen.
Ain't going to happen.
It's really not. It's really not. And then
there's nobody. There's nobody that SiriusXM has on their current roster, and there's nobody in America, the world for that matter, that has the name value and the talent and the infrastructure that Howard has. And I can't even fathom how big of a mistake that they may be making.
And even if you think of guys like Limbaugh and Rome, they're locked up by Clear Channel for a long time. I mean, Limbaugh just last year signed his Clear Channel contract. He's not going to be available.
And like Manson said, you can find Jim Rome, and nothing bad against him.
No, he's great.
And Rush Limbaugh in Higginsville, Missouri, you can find him.
Yeah, everywhere.
They're in every market. And then Jim Rome, you can watch him on ESPN.
And are people going to pay for that? Probably not.
Probably not.
I really just feel really sad. I think it will be a very sad day, and I think Sirius is going to make a grave error if they get rid of Howard. And quite honestly, encompassing yourselves. I mean, look, I love listening to the terrestrial show, but let's face it, you can't be yourself. I mean, the whole shiz, and I mean, great. It's great for what it is, but I mean, it's not how real people talk, and you guys are probably the realest show outside of Howard that there is.
And I mean, do you think we really want to be that way? But I mean, that if how they treated us is any indication on how they may be treating Howard, I mean, look what they did to us. Look how they fucked with us.
And Howard simply doesn't have to take that.
And we did.
That's the difference.
We had to take it. We had to go reinvent ourselves on regular radio. Do you think we wanted to do that? Hell no.
No, but there are a lot of fans that just don't get it. They don't understand that you don't make the decisions. You just have to play ball by what you're given. And I don't think Howard has to. And I think that Sirius needs a wide-eyed awakening.
Howard doesn't have to do another minute of radio for the rest of his life if he doesn't want to, and that's why he's got them by the balls.
Right.
So I mean, they think that they know best at this point. You know what? Only time will tell. I know that we're gone. I know that we're not. I mean. They haven't even, at least they've been negotiating with Howard. They haven't even fucking called me. I'm telling you that right now. We have nothing.
Maybe they're thinking, well, once we get Howard locked down, or if we get Howard locked down, then we're going to come over to the Bubba template, and they're probably going to try to do what they did last year. But great news! I think you guys are in a better situation than you were a couple of years ago. Certainly have more on the table, and with the new studios, I mean, who knows what can happen? Certainly, I think you have a lot more ahead of you than what you've been given in the past, and you deserve it.
And technology's changing by the second.
And here's the deal, man. I like the money that Sirius pays us. Thank you, but I want my life back on Fridays. And I'm willing to take a little bit of a pay cut to be happy. And I'm not gonna go by any take it or leave it fucking offers. Period.
Right.
We've been with them for 6 years. They've had 6 years to do the right thing by me and us, and they have never been genuine in any of their offerings, including making me pay $120,000 legal fee over something I didn't do.
Yep.
Yeah, ridiculous. Well, all I can say is if there's a way to record the show and listen to it later on, I mean, like I have it with my Stiletto too, and I think that's the game changer right there. I mean, if people can get it anytime on demand scenario, I think that's the game changer for you and for Howard. And I really do feel bad for Sirius that they're not getting their act together.
Yeah.
Power.
I mean, I will tell you.
Thought you were going to keep talking.
Yeah. Got me in mid-chew.
Why'd you stop all of a sudden? You were talking for 10 minutes. Now you're not going to talk?
You're on a roll, kid.
You're on a fucking roll, kid. I need me a 25. Bring me a Diet Coke. I need a Diet Coke. I need a Diet Coke.
Cookie.
I don't need no cookies. I got my pizza. Why don't you re-up me on that pizza over there, kid? Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It really does. I mean, but there's not a guy in this room that's fucking sweating it.